All right, here we go. We have one of the
sir.
greatest rappers of all time in the building. I will say that proudly. Beanie Sigel, welcome back to VladTV. It's been 11 years.
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time, man. A lot has happened.
Yeah.
So we've done other interviews before, but I want to get the whole story. So we're going to start in the very beginning.
Which story?
Your story.
What whole story?
The story. The story.
There's a lot of them.
Well, let's get started then. Born and raised in South Philly.
Yes. Born and raised in South Philadelphia. Yeah.
What was that like in the 80s and 90s?
South Philly, the 80s and 90s? Adventurous. I would say adventurous. You know, South Philly, it's a part of Philadelphia that seems to sometimes get a bad rap in Philadelphia, people who don't know. I would say I'll put South Philly like this. If you could compare New York and Philadelphia, I think South Philly, we would be considered how people look at Brooklyn, like we Brooklyn, South Philly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can relate to that. So you grew up mostly with your mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
and
my mom.
You had how many siblings with your mom? Was it 4?
Yeah, 4 of us. It's 4 of us. I got 1 brother and 2 sisters. Yeah.
Okay. And your dad?
Yeah.
Was he around? You had a relationship with him?
Nah, he was around, but he wasn't around. Relationship really wasn't there.
Okay.
I got relationships with my other brothers and sisters, though.
Okay.
I would say he wasn't there, like, we were caught in the crossfires between him and my mother's beefs, whatever their beef was. So, like I said, he was there, but he wasn't there.
Okay. And your dad had a bunch of kids?
Yeah, you know, talent.
And you don't even know how many?
Probably like 5 or 6 that I know of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never worried you might accidentally date your sister or
Nah.
that kind of thing?
Nah.
Not knowing that it's your
Seen
sister?
something, I just saw something like that on Instagram.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
Married and everything.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
Kids. That's crazy.
Okay. And were you raised Muslim at home?
No.
No.
Nah.
Did that come later or?
Yeah, that came later in life. Things just didn't add up. Like Islam made more sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And Sigel Street, that's a street close to you?
Yeah, that was a street close to where we lived at.
Okay. Was there a significance of that street?
As far as...
Well, I mean, you named yourself after the street, so...
yeah, that's my block.
Okay, so that's the block you hung out on and
Yeah.
everything else like that. Okay. Got it.
21st and Sigel, yeah.
Okay. So during your teenage years, you got into a little bit of trouble?
Shit, I've been getting in trouble since 9 years old, juvenile policeman.
What happened at 9?
I think like a robbery or something. Something like that.
Okay. But at 14, you got locked up and you went to the farm.
Yeah, Slayton Farms. Yeah, I got locked up 14. I think that was probably the same thing, like robbery, assault, something like that. Yeah.
Why do you think that you were getting involved in robberies during that age?
The people I hung out with, I was I mean, in lamest terms, I was a crash dummy. You know what a crash dummy is?
They would send you out on missions and...
Yeah. I was the young kid that, like, my age group, who I hung with, I was the one that was allowed to hang with the older cats. So I used to do stuff. That was South Philly. You know, I don't know what I contribute to. I guess single parent household, just wanting to be out there and seeing a lot of things. Like you asked me about the early 80s and the 90s. The 80s was, crack hit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to school and I'm seeing people driving to school and Benz 190s and,
That was the car back then. I remember
yeah, that was
the
a car
190,
back then, the 190s and
Mhm.
the Jettas and all that. And it's like, and this nigga in my classroom, and what is you doing? And you seeing that crack and people selling crack, they hustling. I needed parts.
Okay. Did you get involved yourself in selling?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it was taking too long.
So the
So
robbery
that's when-
money came faster.
Yeah, it was taking too long. So I was like, man, I ain't sitting out here. I just waited. All right, he sell crack. I just robbed him.
Yeah, robbing the drug dealers is usually
Yeah.
more lucrative. But then you have to deal with the retaliation of that.
When you young and you out there like that, you ain't really worrying about that.
Don't care.
Yeah, you ain't.